Hey there, my friends. This is Tracy Allen, aka the Cremation Lady. Today, I want to share with you about sympathy cards. One of my customers just lost her sister, and I want to send a sympathy card. Now, I know it sounds kind of obvious, right? Sympathy card because somebody died, and so you want to send a sympathy card. But sometimes people have a little bit of trouble trying to find like what should they say, what should they send. Sometimes people like to make their own sympathy cards, and in today's world it's really cool because there's so many different places that you can make your own cards. I personally love being able to put the person's photo in a card and with a message, and it's something that most people want to hold on to. Maybe you've got a family photo and you send that with make a card with the family photo. But the purpose of a sympathy card is to just let people know that you're thinking of them. And so I want to share just a couple of steps that may help you when it's time to send a sympathy card. Me being in the pre-planning business, I have customers that plan for family members. Those family members die and I get word that they have passed away. I usually try to send a sympathy card. My friend Martha, she's a coworker as well. She's with Send Out Cards, and she's always sending me cards. Like, she doesn't just send like sympathy cards. If she sees me celebrating something on Facebook, she'll send me a card with a picture for me to remember those moments, happy things. And, anytime she's just thinking of something kind, she will send a card. And I love that, because who wants to go to their mail and only get bills? It's nice to get something other than bills in the mail. So sympathy cards, like I said, allow your friends, family, whoever it is that you're sending a card to just know that you were thinking of them. So the first thing is the aesthetics. Did you make something that caught your own eye, right? Is this something that you believe will put a smile on their face, warm their heart? So how it looks, start there. And the next thing is to keep it short. Keep it simple and short. It's a natural desire to want to just really pour out your heart and express everything that you're feeling, that you're empathizing, sympathizing, all of that. But you don't want it to be super long. So the first thing is you want to keep it short, hit the points and, move on from that part. The next thing is to let them know that they are in your thoughts. And it's obvious, right? When you send the card, okay, obviously Tracy was thinking about me and that was kind of her. But you just want to let people know. That's the whole purpose of sending the card, is to let people know that, you're thinking about them and wishing them well, them and their families. When I see someone has lost a family member or something like that, I will tell them, that I'm sending my condolences to them because they're grieving the loss, whether it's a family member or a friend. To them, their family and friends and whoever loved them. I'm trying to cover everyone because oftentimes there are people that feel kind of left out. Maybe they weren't super close, but they did care for this person. I've lost a number of friends that, people didn't know we were as close as we were. And, I don't take it too personally or anything like that. I'm not going to go boo-hooing because they didn't mention me specifically. But most times people will think of mainly the family. But there are friends that have been dear to me, and people just didn't know how much I grieved that person as well. So there's that. Now, the next thing is letting them know that you're there for them. Again, you don't need to put everything in the card like, oh, I'm going to come over and wash your clothes for you and cook 7 meals a week. And you don't need to do all of that. But just let people know that you're there for them. And then the most important thing is your actions. If someone is close by and you want to let them know that you're there for them, well, then you might want to pop up, in this world, we live in such a different world than when I grew up. So now I feel intrusive if I call somebody. And notice I have the old, but I feel kind of odd calling people now. And that's what we did back in the day. But at least maybe send a text message. Hey, I'm going to the store. Would you like me to pick anything up for you? Or maybe you went to the store, and one of the things that I hope that we do more of in 2025 is there are going to be a lot of people that are struggling. If there's like a buy one, get one free, and you know you don't need this other one, maybe you give them that one. Maybe put a basket together every now and then and say, hey, you know, I was at the store. Here, these things are for you. Just a way to share kindness, you know, paying it forward and stuff. But yeah, so if you're local, if the person that you're supporting is local, there are certain things, actions that you can take so that you show them that you're there for them. When it comes to folks that are in another state and stuff like that, that becomes a bit of a challenge. Me being from Pittsburgh, when there's a loss in Pittsburgh and I can't go back and support, you know, in person, well, maybe I'm making a card or something like that, like what we're talking about now. Maybe I'm doing something because I create the QR codes and stuff. And so sometimes I'll make like a coaster or just something that will allow folks to have a nice memory of that particular loved one. So that's another idea. The last thing I want to say is the timeliness. Now, if anybody is like me and you mean to send stuff out immediately, but life is lifing and you didn't get around to doing it as quickly as you wanted, as they say, late is better than never. So the beauty about that is in the beginning, most people are doing everything in the beginning. But then as things quiet down and a person is feeling like, you know, people have moved on, but yet you're still grieving, because grief is not something that goes away within a couple of days, a couple of weeks, not even a couple of months. So it's in those moments where everything is just kind of slowed down and maybe it doesn't even seem like people are thinking about you anymore. Would probably be a wonderful time for someone to receive a card. And don't call it a sympathy card at this point. Send something that says, I'm thinking of you, because that's what we appreciate. It's nice to know that people are still thinking of us months after we've lost someone that we love. So that's it. Let me know if you are somebody that enjoys making cards. And I'm going to make sure that I put my friend Martha's link for send out cards in the description. They've got a neat program, so you may enjoy making your own cards and stuff, right? So I have a printer. I make all kinds of stuff here. But anyway, that's it, you guys. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your comments and subscribing. And we shall chat again another time. So ciao for now. The beauty in sending it later, like as they say, late is better than never. Because I think it's nice. These loud motorcycles.